Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. So since the last time I showed the Mustang on the channel, it looked a little bit different, and if I'm being honest, actually a lot different. So since the video that I posted only a week or so ago of me moving, today is October, so I've actually been here for quite some time. It's been a while since I filmed the outro for that video, and a lot's happened in that time because Mustang Week came up between then and now, and I wanted to get my car ready for Mustang Week. So we did a lot in the course of 2 weeks before. So there's the car, there's the homie Cameron's car, there's Cameron right there. We came out here to get to like a nice background. I got some pictures right now. I've had the car up here before, but I'll probably bring it out here in a bit. I'm gonna get you guys a little cinematic so you guys can see everything that looks different in the car now. So. Today I'm going to be kind of doing just a total rundown of the car, what I have installed on it. Any questions you guys might have, drop them in the comments so I can check them out later. I'll do my best to answer them. But here, let's get into the breakdown. Alright everyone, this is my 2013 Ford Mustang. It is a 3.7 liter V6 Premium Mustang Club of America Edition, and it is also a performance pack. So let me just kind of break that down. So for Mustang Club of America Edition, they only made so many for every year, and it was only for the 3.7s and the V6s, right? Originally, my car was performance white. It's not performance white anymore, and let me give you guys kind of a close-up to you explain. If you can see, the car is no longer performance white. It is painted a custom pearl white flake I got it from Yurkem. It's called Shaved Ice. I hate the sunlight. It's coming from right behind me. It's great for the pictures, but not great when my shadow's in it. But it's called Shaved Ice. So I painted the full car 2 weeks before Mustang Week. The last time you saw the car was how it sat all the way up until 2 weeks before Mustang Week, which, Cameron, how long ago was Mustang Week now? I think it was, what, a month ago? It was the first week of September, yeah. So Mustang Week was the first week of September. 2 weeks right before that is when I decided to paint the car. And I mean, I actually like painted it with, shout out to Bomber Kustoms. That's my boy. He flew all the way out to North Carolina, helped me paint this entire car. And by help me, I mean he did most of the painting work because the man's a god. So if you look, door jambs are also painted. Kind of can't see it with the sunlight right here, but the door jambs are painted. I mean, the trunk jambs painted. The only parts that are not painted was like the engine bay area, so like the strut towers weren't painted, but it's because we had to leave the hood on. We were also very crunched for time. So the car was originally performance white. In 2013, they only made 256 or 65 3.7s for Mustang Club of America in performance white. This car is one of them. So I do have a Ford Performancer. I'll be able to put a picture of it on the screen here. And it is one of 55 with a manual. When I ordered the cert from Ford, they gave me the entire like build list of how many they made of each with so many options. I'm not going to be the typical Corvette owner and narrow it down to like one of one built on Tuesday by Fred, you know, but One of 55 built in manual, one of 256 in white for 2013. You can see this is an MT82 car. It is also a premium car, and it's a performance pack car. Performance pack. Factory had different front brakes from the regular V6. So Cam's car over here, yours is also a V6, right?
Yeah, it's white.
It is also performance white, which was the original white. So we can park them next to each other later, and I'll show you guys the difference. But his is just a premium. Yours is not a performance pack, right?
Yeah, just premium.
So he has a 2012 premium. So the performance pack's got different size front brakes from the factory, which I do not have those anymore. Typical. It also has GT500 sway bars. So it has factory GT500 sway bars front and rear. And then I have 331 gears. And so that's pretty much what's included in the performance pack. And then being a premium, it's not just like a regular premium either. The only options this thing didn't get in terms of being a premium was glass roof and then factory nav. But I don't have the factory radio anymore anyways, so here's a quick look on the inside. I have the Dynavan D8 Pro. I have dual heated and power seats for leather. This is a GT500 steering wheel OEM one that I scored for pretty cheap, and I was able to get that in. I had to just clean the Alcantara up, re-stand up the fibers, but that came out beautiful. Since it's premium, it has the gauge cluster with the screen, pedals. Both seats are heated. I'll show you guys. Included with the premium is the shaker package. So my car is the Shaker 800. Do you have the shaker?
Yeah.
Do you have the 800 or the 1000?
500.
The 500? Okay. Yeah, so the 1000 usually means you got the 10 in the trunk as well, which this car does not have. That's also, I think, with the tech package or some. I'm not 100% sure on the packages that they came with. All of them, at least. I know it's not a pony package car because I don't have the pony package door cards. Coleman does have a pony package car, and those door cards right here are different. So I'll be able to show you guys that too. 2013 performance pack, Mustang of America, premium V6 Mustang. Everything that made it special is gone now. Everything. So I pretty much undid everything that made this car unique. Well, at least in terms from the factory. So I know that there's like some boomer somewhere rolling in his fucking grave. Some guy rolling in his bed that's retired. But so the car is bagged on airlift 3P, full airlift 3P suspension. It's not like like a bag over factory strut or anything like that. I do have airlift performance struts with the bags. I do have the airlift 3P management, which I'll get around to the back to show you guys my trunk setup here in a bit because I just finished that like a week ago. There's my airlift 3P controller. I also now have Brembos, which back to the factory performance pack brakes. Those are gone, but I do have the Brembos now. This came off of a Trackback GT guy where I used to live. Bought them off of him. I also bought the bags off of that guy too. So what I'm gonna do next is work my way front to back on all the stuff I've done to the car. So where should we start? All right, so start right here. 69 Mach 1 Mustang grill badge. Got it from Ramate for $10, or the swap meet, sorry. $10. This is a factory GT grill. So it had the honeycomb originally, but these are billet overlays. And I cut the honeycomb out because you were able to see like the old Mustang, like where the badge goes in the middle. I didn't like that. And it also has more flow now. So these are switchback halos. I got these from my newest sponsor, Simp Built. He also made these headlights and these side markers. So the DRLs are switchback on the halos, or on the headlights, and they're no longer light tubes. So if you guys know, these cars factory have an LED board that sits on the side here and it projects the light through light tubes. He deleted those, put in LED strips, diffused them, and they are now switchback. Side markers are clear lenses, black housings, also white running light, amber switchback, along with the halos. So everything matches in the front. They're all 6K white, all amber switchback. Looks really fucking good. Sim did a great job with those lights, and I think that he should get some next, but I mean,
Me too.
Yeah, honestly, you do, because dude, they look so good, especially at nighttime. If anybody wants to get some Sim products, I'll link my custom link in the description, and I'll also leave my code down there. So if you guys want to buy anything, you guys get a discount. Helps me out, helps him out. Everybody wins. Y'all get some cool products. Everybody tell Cameron to get something.
I need to. Look at those factory ones.
Are they just smoked factory ones for the side markers?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh yeah, we need to get you some LED ones, bud. You don't even have to do switchback. You just do LED, amber, and red.
Yeah.
Moving backwards a little bit. Let's go to the hood. This is a factory GT hood. These are also OEM hood vents. So I've had this hood for the last like 3.5, almost 4 years. But I also always had some hood vents from Lethal Performance, and they were crap. They did not fit at all. They fit like shit. They didn't have the clips on the side. All they had was the bolt on the back to hold it down. And they just were horrible. So I got rid of those. I went to Parts Farm, picked up some OEM GT hood vents. So those fit phenomenal. They're clip in, really tight. We'll come back to the wheels in a bit. I'll get back to those. We got Roush side skirts. We got the mirror caps paint match. They were originally black, which I wasn't a fan of, and I actually really like the white matching the rest of the car. They're also painted in the pearl. From here we can move inside the car. Alright, so right now I still have the factory black leather interior. Cameron has seen it earlier in the garage. About 2 weeks ago, I went to, it's like an hour, it was like 30 minutes out from downtown Atlanta, and I picked up a full peanut butter interior. I'm kind of mad because the guy told me they were dual power and heated, but they weren't. It was only a power driver, and neither of them were heated. So I took the skins off the fronts. I'm gonna get a tear fixed on them, and then I'm gonna reskin these seats so I could keep my heated and power. But I'm excited to get those in. And I mean, I got door cards, front seats and back seats, all for a really good fucking deal, and I couldn't pass it up, so I figured why not. I do need to invest in some hog ring pliers so I can get the skins on these seats, but shouldn't be too bad. Factory GT500 steering wheel. Bought this from a guy on Instagram. I'll put his @name up here in a second. Factory GT500 steering wheel with the Alcantara and leather. I didn't want to get like a carbon fiber one because I'm not a huge fan of exposed carbon. That's just my personal preference. There is the Dynavan D8 Pro. I have my Airlift 3P mount. It's on a magnet, like Amazon phone mount. This thing is phenomenal. Like, I'd never heard of it before, but it works better than name brand mounts that you find in stores, is what I've discovered with this. So works really good. We got Dow Dynamics LED map lights. These are I can't remember the lumen count, but it's not their highest number, the highest lumen LEDs. This is the second to highest, which they're honestly super bright. I might get the highest ones just to see how they light up. Behind the seat, I have a Brom harness bar and Brom harnesses with the factory seats. So I do get a lot of messages, people asking me, how did you install the harnesses on factory seats? And it's the same way you do it if you had aftermarket seats. Like, the only difference is I don't have the passers on a seat to stick these through, so it kind of just goes around the headrest, but it doesn't affect how the harnesses fit in there or the harness bar fits in there. The only thing I will say is the seat does get a little bit close, so this seat will go, if you push it all the way back, it will touch it. You also lose the ability to recline your seat. So if you're trying to sleep in your car, don't do harness bar harnesses. It's not fun. We got white Brom harnesses. I got the harness bar harnesses from my friend Frank. He used to have probably at one point in time the baddest black S187 on Instagram. He gave me a steal on the harness bar harnesses. I picked those up from him before I moved. And I was in LA for probably, I think it was a Cali Craven show. Got a new Instagram decal. This is the Peckerwood Performance sticker. Just leave that there. Probably gonna get demonetized for this.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I'm monetized anyways, but yeah. If we go down, we got Roush rear quarter side spats or side skirts. I'm not sure what you call them. I do want to get some bigger mud flaps, I think. And not that I don't need them with these wheels, but with my old wheels I did. Again, we'll touch on those here in a minute. This is a Simp built rear side markers. These ones are also signals and side markers. I didn't wire up the signal function because I was grinding to get the car done in time for Mustang Week. And I'm talking like, this is like a couple days before that I was putting this all back together. Back here, we have a Roush 3-piece wing, an OEM Roush 3-piece wing. So this wing I looked for years for. I could not find one. Then I found it for a steal of a price on OfferUp of all places. Came with the template. All the hardware is brand new. The wing was brand new. It was painted ruby red for the car that belonged to the guy I got the wing off of, and he never put it on this car. He just had it, you know, bounce around in his garage. So I repainted it with the car. It also has the pearl white. Take a guess how much I paid for this wing, if you don't know already.
200.
250 bucks. 250 bucks is what I paid for the wing. For an OEM Roush wing, brand new, and it included the template and all the hardware, the instructions, everything. Like, it was the deal of a lifetime, honestly. So I scooped that up as soon as I could. I used to have a GT500 wing, and before that I had the factory wing with a wicker bill. I changed it up just because I got tired of it, and I got the GT500 wing from my homie. I'll drop his Instagram right here at the bottom. He hooked it up with that wing, and it was already paint matched to my car, so I was like, fuck yeah, I'll change it up. So I ran that wing for a little bit, and then finally I was like, I'm putting the Roush wing on. I actually still have the GT500 wing. If anybody's interested in buying that, I'll let it go for pennies on the dollar. Like, I had to do some modifications to get it to fit right, but I'll let it go for super cheap if anybody wants it. If we move back a little bit, we do have, these are the clear Euros. I picked them up from, I believe, CJ Pony Parts on Black Friday last year. Last year? Yeah, last year. And I've had them, you know, in the box in the garage for almost a year now before I finally put them on. This is a Fred's Parts smooth gloss black deck lid. So for the longest time, this deck lid was discontinued. I don't know if you remember a couple years ago, CJ made a video on this deck lid installing it, and then they discontinued it for like 2.5, I think almost 3 years.
Right.
I didn't want a carbon fiber one. Everybody always has the carbon fiber ones. I'm not a huge fan of exposed carbon. I want a gloss black, and I also wanted to do the pony badge in the center. So this is an S550 deck lid pony badge. The Fred's Parts deck lid on the back has the holes marked already, so you can drill them out to put the pony badge on. So these pony badges from the OEM, they have, you know, studs. Not like they bolt in, but that's like alignment dowels, and you stick it on there. So I picked that up. It was probably 220 bucks, I think, after shipping, and it was worth every penny. The main reason I did this was the Need for Speed movie. I don't know how much you love that movie, but that movie is one of the things that inspired me to get a 1314, along with the homie Jacob Doty. If you guys are not subscribed to him on YouTube, I'll definitely link his page and his Instagram here. Dude was a big inspiration to me getting this car. He bagged his car like, I don't know, probably a couple months before I picked this car up. So shout out to him for all the inspiration over the years. We got OEM Ford GT500 diffuser, and these are some Roush quad tips I picked up from a buddy, and I had them welded onto my MagnaFlow mufflers. I didn't want to get a Roush axle back or a GT500 axle back or anything ridiculous, because these MagnaFlows sound really good, and I don't want to change them. And the people that weld them on, I had them welded on at Mustang Week. The second morning I was there, I made an appointment at Exhaust Shop, and he did a phenomenal job welding them and fitting it and making everything look good. I think the fitment on it was perfect. The only thing else I want to change on the back here is I want to get the RTR license plate surround with the vent. They unfortunately cost an arm and a leg now. Yeah. Like, grossly overpriced. They've gone up in price so much over the last couple of years, and I will eventually get one, but not yet. Lastly, on the back here, we got a Morimoto smoked third brake light. So it's funny enough, the smoked third brake light matches the clear Euros really, really well, because our other homie Demetrius, he's actually on his way here, he has the smoked Euros, and they look a lot darker. So I'll be able to show you guys the comparison between them when he gets here. Let's cover the wheels. It's probably my favorite thing on the car. I got a steal on these wheels from the homie Tim. So Tim sold these wheels not because he was getting rid of his car, because he wide bodied the car. So I'll just drop a picture of his car, how it looks now, and then how it looked before with these wheels before. When I got these wheels, they were all black. They were gloss black barrels and lips, and then satin black faces. I had these wheels floating around in my garage for over a year before I even touched them. So I took them to Elric Wheelworks here in North Carolina. It was about an hour away from my house, and I said, hey, I want to do a satin bronze face, and I want to polish the lips. And they did a phenomenal job doing that. So I chose out this color. It's not the BBS bronze color. It's not quite gold, and it's not quite like a dark bronze, like typical bronze. It's called, I think Tonic Gold 2 was the color. I do have one of my favorite parts of these wheels. Floating center caps. Dude, it's like, it's one of those little small details that I think most people are gonna overlook. There's actually supposed to be for the RS hubcap, the center caps on the RS wheels, but they fit really well on the LMs, and I just had to do a little bit of sanding on the inside, where on the side of the hubcap where it spins from the powder coat. Rear wheels are a 9.5. Front wheels are an 8.5. I'm not 100% sure on the offsets, so I'm not going to give them to you. The fronts, I did run a 1-inch spacer. It wasn't because they didn't clear the brakes, because believe it or not, these actually did clear the brakes out of the spacer, but it was only for fitment, because without the spacer, it was like really sucked in. Otherwise, I was going to run them on the back. Instead, I put my old like shim spacers from the fronts, because I did need those to clear the Brembos with my old wheels. These are 19s front and rear. You guys are probably saying, oh, go lower in the rear. I can't. I cannot physically go any lower in the back. The only thing I can do to help me go, I mean, my new mount in the back is remove the bump stop mounts. And then after that, to go any lower would be grinding off the bump stop mount brackets, which are welded to the axle tube, which I don't know if I'm going to go that far. It's doubtful, but I mean, we'll see. Depends. Eventually, my plan is to put these barrels on the front faces and then get custom rear ones made, like, I don't know, 10.5 wide. And then I can have 9.5 front, 10.5 in the rear. What I want to get into is the trunk setup. So I just finished this trunk setup about a week ago. Me and the homie Danny, we finished this. We also did the one on his car, but here it is. This is the like tongue and groove, like wooden like overlays for floors. It's not quite a veneer, but it's not like a plastic like wood. It's actual like wood. And I have a MDF. I think this is 1/2 inch MDF for the subfloor into that. I will open this little hatch up to show you guys what that does. You see these quick releases right here. So I have this access panel that I built into the floor, so I could still access the spare tire well and the spare tire compressor. The main reason I did this is just for the extra storage space. So these are some of the lines that are all underneath the box back here. They're just kind of hanging down. I'm going to try to tidy these up sometime. The great thing is they're hidden still when this is closed, which I'm probably going to keep this closed. It's not going to have anything down here to show off. So all the showing off is up here on the top. So dual compressors. This one is not wired up yet because I do not have the second compressor harness. Got a 5-gallon tank suspended from the deck lid. Don't worry, it is not just zip tied in. It has bolts over there, but I cannot bolt this leg to nothing. So bolts in the back, technically the front, and zip ties in the back. Airlift 3P manifold. I do got push to connect lines, which I prefer over hard lines. I do think I do want to eventually go to steel braided lines with the push to connect fittings from Cali Dan is his name on Instagram. Level Air is the company. I really like how those lines look, and I'll get those eventually. This compressor is a new one that is wired in and everything. There's the water trap back there. So this is the trunk setup. The reason I finished this last week is because on Sunday is Slammed Enough North Carolina. So I wanted to be able to pop the trunk and show that off for the show.
Show.
It is an indoor show, and this car's first ever indoor show. Every time I've been to a show, this car was always outdoors because it always looked like shit before. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it did. So I'm hoping this show goes really well. I'm sure it will.
Some hardware.
Yeah, bringing home some hardware, hopefully. I don't know what their categories are. I don't know if they have a make and model for Ford, but if I could win a Mustang one and a Ford one, we'll see. But that's the hopes right now, is bringing home some hardware on Sunday from Slammed Enough. So wish me luck, everybody. Pretty much that is the total rundown of the car. Currently, how it sits. Sun is setting. I think I'm gonna get a couple more pictures real quick. There's the car in all her glory. It's been a long time since I showed this car. I mean, last time you guys seen it was the thumbnail video for when I was moving. The video before I moved, I had put in the thumbnail, and I was making a reel that night. This is the homie Cameron.
What's up?
One of my new friends I made here in North Carolina. He's helped me a lot with this car, actually getting it ready for Mustang Week and everything. Let me borrow some tools, including the polisher, to get the car polished, because last weekend while we were building the trunk setup, we also clay barred and then cut and buffed the entire car, because it hadn't been cut and buffed since I painted it. So it'd been about a month. I wanted to let the paint cure enough, but did all that. This man is like every single kind of like detailing tool or like strange power tool that you never expect to need, but he has it. So
I try to help where I can.
oh yeah, dude, he's clutch. We got the homie Demetrius pulling up. Let's see him. Oh, my eyes. The man, the myth, the legend. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing here?
Breaking no laws.
I'm sure you didn't break any laws on the way here.
Definitely not.
This is Demetrius, everybody. This is his 2012 V6. This car is Kona blue. Beautiful fucking color. Like in the sun, this color is absolutely gorgeous. He has the bronze SVs. Hey, what model is these wheels?
What models are the R355s?
R355 SVs in bronze. He wanted to get black before, but you know, I was like, dude, you gotta get bronze. Bronze is the way. So he joined the bronze wheel gang. Bronze wheel gang. But yeah, his car, fucking dope. Love this fucking color. Everybody just tell him to go lower.
No, I'm gonna just get bigger wheels.
Bigger wheels, brother.
Yeah, you gotta go lower. If
Brother.
I go lower, I'd need bags or I'd need coilovers. I just need bigger tires. That's all.
I can't fit
Just
my
bigger
fist in there,
tires.
but he does need a bigger tire on the back. Tell him, everybody. Tell him to get a drag pack. No, just kidding. Get that SV drag pack, homie. These are the smoked Euros. You can see they are a bit darker than the clear Euros. Oh, is it fucked? Oh, yeah, there's been accidents the entire way over.
No, but I'm saying, like, it was just a recent accident. Like, someone rear-ended someone, and he's in the middle of the highway.
I'm not surprised, dude. This is Charlotte.
Middle of the highway.
Middle of the highway, yeah.
Middle of the highway.
They're sitting there exchanging insurance in the fast lane, right? Yeah.
And the cop is right there behind him in the middle of
Dude,
the highway. I'm like,
it makes no fucking sense. Just pull to the side, you know? I'm gonna wrap this video up here. There's my Mustang. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want, I can do breakdowns of the truck and the Suburban. Up to you guys. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know. If you guys want to see more of the car, let me know. I'm going to try to film a YouTube video for the sign up show this weekend. So I'll try to get that one out as well. Thank you everybody for watching. See you guys in the next video.